Hey guys, I'm about to post a video that I've been going back and forth on for a while now on whether or not I wanted to share this. I know you guys have been following our debt-free journey for a couple years now or whatever, but I've never shown in detail our budget. I've shared a lot of details, but not everything, like not our income, and it's just really personal, so it's kind of scary putting this out there. When I watch other people's videos, I don't think anything of it. I think it's awesome and people seem to really enjoy it. But a lot of people we know personally watch our videos, so I think that might be the main reason I'm nervous. And I'm also worried about people judging us or saying something about the way we spend or handle our money. But then I think, look where we are. We're debt free, we're almost done with baby step 3, so we must be doing something right. And so I just quit my job. This is our first month that we're going to be on just Jared's income. He's not 100% commission based, but he makes a base of $50,000 a year, and so that's not enough for our lifestyle and everything that we do. So we do rely a lot on his income, which I think some people will say that that's not a good idea to rely on commission. But I mean, the way his job is, he does recruiting. If he's not bringing in a certain amount, he'll lose his job anyway. So he has to meet certain quota, and we know what we need to live on. The past couple years, all of my income anyway has been going to debt, daycare, and savings, baby steps 2 and 3. So I feel like our situation is a little unique because it's somewhat commission-based, and I think this will be helpful to people who have commission-based incomes. So let's get started. Okay, so here is what our budget looks like. I do it in Excel on the computer, but right here I just have it printed up. Yes, it probably looks super complicated and ridiculous, but after a few years of budgeting, it's changed a lot, and this is what it looks like now. But these are just our basic bills, and then like the cash envelopes, groceries, and personal and stuff like that. And then these are the sinking funds, and then savings, and what's left at the end of each week, at the end of the month. Right here I have what we're budgeting for each category, and then this will take the total of everything that's in these boxes, and so it will show if I'm over or under. So, being on the commission-based income, this is the first month I'm doing it like this, so you guys get to see firsthand if it's going to work out. So I have right here total spent. This is the total of everything that we spent for the month, and I've been doing that for a long time now, and based on what we've spent in the past, it can range anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 for the month. I know that probably sounds like a lot, but I mean that's just everything. And usually the ones that have the months that we've spent like $6,000 has been like when we've gone on vacation and stuff like that. So what I'm thinking is we need to average about $5,000 a month income in order to continue living the lifestyle that we are living. If we ever needed to give up anything, it wouldn't be hard. It's not like we need all this stuff. We kind of spend a lot on food and our personal. So if we ever have to decrease it, we will. We can do that. We know what we need to do. Okay? So that means, Jared gets paid twice a month. I have it split up weekly because I used to get paid on the opposite weeks. And so this is what I'm used to doing, so I just haven't changed it yet or anything. So this is what is left over from October. He got a big commission check at the end of October. So we rolled this over into November's budget. What I've decided is at the end of each month, our goal is to have $2,100 left to roll over into the next month, so that $2,100 plus these equal to $5,000 income. Okay, I hope that makes sense because it makes sense in my head, so hopefully that works out. We know that at the end of November and the end of December, Jared knows that he's going to get some pretty big commission checks. We don't know the exact amount, like after taxes and stuff, so that's one reason I don't have it included in our budget yet. Also, I feel like the way Jared's mind works is if he sees that in there, and then he'll think that it's okay to spend more money and go over budget. And I think he would agree. Even though he knows that it's coming in, but still, I don't know, we're weird. So say that he gets an extra $5,000 commission at the end of October. That would all go into savings, and this would still be $2,100. Some of it will go into Baby Step 3. What I'm thinking right now is to have another savings account. I think I've heard people call them like a Hill and Valley sinking fund, or Hill and Valley savings, or something like that. And that's for just to have for the months when work is not going so well for him. The past couple years, it goes really good at the end of the year, and in the middle of the year, not so good. So I think that we need to build up that account to have for the months that he does not get paid any commission, so that we can just use that. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it very well, but I hope y'all know what I mean. But anyways, okay, so that's what we had left over. So the first week, the bills we owe are my phone, daycare. JoJo still goes twice a week, and that's $35 a day. Another thing is we have not done cash in a long time, but we're trying that over because I get so tired of having to check our bank account all the time and balance it against our spreadsheet and all that stuff. And I mean, we've been really bad about going over our budget, so we're going to try the cash again. And because we had so much left over from October, we were able to take it all out at the beginning of November. So we're going to attempt to do $500 for groceries, which is going very well so far. We're budgeting $150 for gas. I did not take cash out for that, and they're highlighted in yellow because I took the cash out and I paid the bills and stuff before I printed this out. So, like when I'm doing it on the computer, as I pay something off or whatever, I will highlight it in yellow just so I'll know. Jared usually gets about $300 for his personal. I know that is a lot. That's what we've always done. That's what works for us because he is the spender. I usually don't even give myself $100, but this month I had a few things going on, so I went ahead and bumped my budget up to $100. Jared, he just has expensive hobbies. He plays golf. He goes out to lunch a lot with people because he gets tired of working in the house all day and he has to get out and socialize. It's for when he goes to the gas station or if he buys beer or something, that comes out of his personal. Restaurants, we're doing $200 a month. Gifts, we had a lot of gifts to buy this month. We had 3 baby showers, a birthday, and a wedding. So we budgeted $125. And then I created a miscellaneous category a few months ago, $25 a week, just because there's little things that are always coming up that we don't plan for. $25 extra for whatever. The second week, Jared will get his paycheck. We'll owe daycare, our tithe, our mortgage, our AT&T bill, which is cable and internet. It's usually $180, and Jared actually called and lowered our cable package to the most basic one. So it's going to be about $50 less than normal, which I was really surprised because we love TV and he never even did that when we were trying to get out of debt. So I was pretty surprised when he texted me and said he did that. But I'm not sure why it's so much this month. I think it's because we rented a couple movies. But next month it should be like $130. Anyways, water is due that week, and Atmos. And then shouldn't have to worry about anything else. Then the third week we have daycare. JoJo savings is automatically transferred over on the 12th. We have Netflix. Just some more gas I threw in there. And that. And then the fourth week is our tithe, Jared's phone bill, car insurance. And then these are our sinking funds. There's a few that I left blank because, like I said, I wanted this to equal $2,100. And as you can see, with the way it is so far, we were only able to put $53 into savings. So I felt like some of these sinking funds just weren't necessary for this month. But medical, we usually do like 10 or 20, but we have a lot in our HSA, so I don't think I'm going to contribute to medical for a while. Car inspection, registration, and oil change, we do $40 a month. We've been doing this for a couple years now, and it works really well. This car maintenance one we just started this month. We're going to start doing $100 into that because our cars have been needing a lot of maintenance lately, and so we just feel like that is a smart thing to do. And we know eventually, not anytime soon, but eventually we'll need a new car or something, and you know, we're going to want to pay cash for it, so might as well go ahead and start saving up a little for that. Our home singing fund is just for like if things mess up around the house, we can pay for it with that. Our clothes, $50 a month. HOA is $28 a month. That's due every March. It's like $330. Christmas, $100 a month. The girl's birthday, I'm doing $50. Contacts, I go to the eye doctor once a year and refill my contact prescription, and it's about 200 and something, so I'm doing $20 a month. Gardening, CSA, and State Fair are the ones I'm not contributing anything to. Life insurance, my term life insurance is $144 a year, so we're putting $12 aside each month for that. And then tolls, we occasionally get a bill for tolls, which I don't recall driving toll roads very much, but maybe Jared does. I don't know. We don't get them that much, but just in case. And at the end of the month, I have a separate savings account that's just for our sinking funds, so I'll just transfer all this money over to there, and I have a separate spreadsheet where I have it categorized and how much is in each fund category, whatever. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I also do some notes as I'm going on throughout the month. Like I said, that's our goal. Confession, in 2 weeks we're going to Vegas. It's already paid for. After Jordan came, Jared wouldn't shut up about needing a vacation, and this will be our 5th time to go to Vegas. Every time we leave, we say we're not coming back here for a while, we're gonna go see other parts of the world, but once again we're going back to Vegas because we just love it so much. We always have. I know it's totally anti-Dave Ramsey, and I hope that you guys don't look down on me for loving that place so much, but we can't help it. We just love it, love it, love it, and we're really excited. And that was my last paycheck at work. So we're cashing it out, and that's how we're paying for it, if you're wondering. I cashed in some of my stocks right before I left work and got a couple $1,000s. So that went into our baby step 3. So that's where we're at right now with baby step 3. We've got almost $12,000. Our goal is $17,000, and it's just the number we picked because, once again, Vegas, Jared's number is 17. We love roulette. So at first we said 20,000, and then we said 15, and then a couple weeks ago Jared was like, let's just make it 17,000. So we're still contributing to our baby step 3, and JoJo's got quite a bit of money in her savings. But anyways, there's our budget. I hope that you found it helpful. I know this video is super long. I didn't want it to be, but I can't help it. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you just think this is ridiculous. But it's obviously not, because it's what worked for me, and I just thought that I could help you guys out and show you how we're attempting this commission-based income. There it is. Thank you so much for watching, and leave me any comments or questions below. I will talk to you later.